Hi folks, Kyle here. I'm here with you for another video installment of Cleaning Your Canvas course. And the last time I was with you, we had cleaned up our modules view to where it was, this is pretty clean. I think I've decided I want to keep my sample module just because I might use these practice pages. And I'm pretty sure that I don't want this though. So I'm going to delete it. That's a link. And then there's some template pages in here that I don't want. Let me delete the heading and go into pages. View all pages. And then I'm going to delete the pages that start with template. So that would be this one, and this one. Delete those. And I think after that, my module view is going to be pretty clean. These pages are template pages. Sample overview, to-do list, presentation, resources, and a wrap-up page. And I may use those and copy them and create new material. So I'm going to keep those. Let's pop back to modules real quickly. The only thing that I don't think I really want here is the quiz. So what I can do is I can go into quizzes. And I think I can see... Oh, no, it must be an assignment, which is really where I need to be, because that's kind of where we left off the last time with a messy assignments page. How do I know that's a mess? Well, I've got an assignments kind of folder here with some assessments. I've got some discussions here. That's fine. We've already checked those, so we know those are okay. I've got quizzes. I've got another quizzes, sample projects, which is empty, and then I've got some imported materials as well. So we need to reorganize those. So let's start with that quiz that I just saw, that sample quiz. I decided I really don't want it. So from quizzes or from assignments, I can delete that. And I'm going to. And because now this folder is empty, I can delete it. And this special projects, I don't have any in my course, so I can delete it. This is a sample assignment, and it's probably in that sample module. I'm just going to click on it and take a look at it. I don't think there's anything here that I necessarily want. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Delete it. And I thought I already deleted that. Special projects, yes, I want that deleted. And this ported assignments I want deleted as well. All right, now we're going to refresh this. It seems like my page needs to be refreshed. Great. Now, I've got an OFT pre-course survey here, and that was migrated over. I don't think that that's a part of my course. And let's just make sure. We can close this now. I want to keep that link. So I'm going to close that one down. I don't think I have that survey here. I do not. And I do not have that survey here. Nor do I have that survey here. All right, so I'm going to go back to assignments. And I know now for sure that I can delete that pre-course survey. So I'm going to delete it. and also the migrated quizzes module folder. Yes. So I know those quizzes are a part of my course, so I'll close them. I know the discussions are part of my course, so I will close them. And I don't have any tests, nor do I have a paper, nor do I have a participation grade or a final exam in this course. So even though those are all published, I know that they are not a part of my course. They must have been something else that was migrated over when I had copies of copies of copies. So I'm going to go ahead then and delete all of those. And I am going to go ahead and keep the assignments module because I may be working on a course, and this may be a time where there may be a time where I import new material, and that folder would make sense. It saves me the time of creating a new one if I needed to. By the way, if I needed to create a new kind of module or folder, I could come up here to plus group and create a new module. If I needed to create more kind of, remember, folders. Well, I don't, so I'm going to delete that, but that's how I would do it if I needed to. So my assignments now are clean. I know my discussions are clean. I know my modules are clean, and I know my pages are clean. So the last little bit is what we want to do now is clean up the navigation menu over here. And the way that we do that is we click into settings. And here we want to pick the tab navigation. Now, if you can imagine, I want to draw your attention to the center part of this page. We have, if you can see, we have some menu options here, and then there's kind of a divide, and then there's some menu options down here. So the visible ones to students are the ones that are up here, unless they are invisible by default, which some of them are, by the way. Assignments, for example, is invisible by default. And then we've got some invisible. All of these potential menu items are down here that are invisible. They're not seen by students. So if I want to bring some up to become visible, I would click and drag them up. And if I want to make some invisible, I would click and drag and bring them down. All right. So let's think of, and so the idea here is we want as clean a navigation menu as we possibly can, right? And so that means no more and no more and no less than I need. So I want my home page. I personally do not make use of announcements, so I don't need those. So I'm going to take announcements and I'm going to drag it down. Let's might as well get it out of the way. Modules, of course, I need. I want people. Students, people in the course may need to use Canvas Studio. In fact, in this course, they will. I may be using WebEx, so I'll keep it. Office 365 is handy because that's a great way for students to be able to just with one click to go into their OneDrive. Course evaluations, there's none a part of this course. Now, I think they are a standard part of your course, so although I don't need them, I'm going to keep them here. Grades, great way for students to be able to keep track of their progress. I'm going to keep that as well. I do use rubrics, but I do not use McGraw-Hill Connect. So I'm going to drag McGraw-Hill Connect down here. I'm going to take a quick look to see if there's anything here that I may want to give students access to. Now you might be thinking, well, wouldn't you want to give them access to assignments or discussions or quizzes? And remember, I told you that kind of by default and design in Canvas, those are more or less kind of repository folders. So by default, they are invisible to students. And the reason is we want to drive students to use modules. So all of my discussions, all of my assignments, all of my pages, and all of my quizzes are already visible in modules. So there's no need to confuse the issue by creating another, place where they can access that content. Because if they just run into quizzes, they're just going to see a list of quizzes, for example. They won't know the context of that. They only know context in modules. So I'm good with this. Don't forget this step, and I've done it several times. Come down here and press the save button. And so now my navigation menu is clean. And how can I check that? I can go to Student View and view the course as a student. And those are the navigational items that I wanted to be visible. No more, no less. If I click in Modules, nice and clean. Okay, so we then have taken a very messy course and cleaned it up. And I hope that you found this video series helpful as you endeavor to create cleaner courses in Canvas. Thanks for watching.